Good job. Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's we're back. We're back with the F1 videos, man. I'm sorry about that. Been a pretty busy weekend, obviously Christmas stuff like that. So I had family over. I just didn't say if I did have a family member or two over. First thing first. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. A very lovely Christmas. Again, sorry about that for this weekend. But like I said, we're back. Happy Monday. Mika Hakkinen, my boy. And the reason he's my boy is because the year he won his back-to-back championships, his only two championships, was around the year I was born. So that's why he's up there. He's up there as one of my favorite F1 drivers because he won it the year I was born. So shout out to my boy Hakkinen. Ooh, that was disgusting. Anyway, why is he one of the most underrated F1 champions? And the thing is, I don't really hear about him. Don't really even mention about him. So I'm like, Chess, let's just check out the man himself, the guy, Mr. Finn, the Finnish driver, the flying thing, the funny Finn, the freaking dominus craziest Finn. That's enough of me. Let's get started with the video. Don't forget to start the video and sub as well. Let's just start it up. That's enough of me talking. Shout out to Racing Pilot as well. Mika
is in the way. Can he do it? Yes, he's done it. A brilliant move there. Either side of Zonta and Hakkinen takes the lead.
My boy Hakkinen.
Mika Hakkinen's career in Formula One spanned over 10 years from 1991 to 2001.
10
During
years?
that time, he competed in 165 races, of which he won 20 and stood on the podium 51 times.
So that's 71 wins plus podiums out of 165 races, which actually is not pretty bad. I don't feel like doing the math, so we can probably see how much the percentage of his races he's done, which is over 50%, which is very good. So far so good for my boy, man. Look at my man. That's a god. That's a god. I don't know what they're looking at. Probably something in this guy. They're probably seeing Latifi. Just kidding. Just kidding. Latifi didn't race. It was just a joke.
Where he won Drivers' Championships driving for McLaren, beating the likes of 7-time world champion Michael Schumacher, David Coulthard, and Eddie Irvine. Mika Pauli Hakkinen was born in the town of Vantaa in Finland on the 28th of September 1968. Interestingly, he lived and grew up on the same street as fellow Finnish F1 driver Mika Salo. At the age of 5, his parents bought him a car.
Boy, what? That is an old-time vintage cart, man. Look at that bad boy. You ain't got any protection over like the engine, stuff like that. That's made from the garage. Get the scraps, and guess what? My man was probably going crazy as well in that cart.
By the late great rally driver Henri Toivonen.
I don't know who that is.
And he began to drive at the local circuits until 1975, when he won his first competitive race, aged 7. He then took part in the Kemela Cup in 1978 and 1979 as his first competitive racing championship. He proceeded to win both of these championships before being promoted to the Finnish Karting Championship in 1981, which he also subsequently won. His talent shone and was promoted furthermore to the Formula Nordic 100cc Championship in 1983. He continued to thrive and won the championship 3 years in a row.
Ooh, that's good.
Coming from a country whose racing heritage lies in rally driving,
look at that.
Hakkinen went against the grain by moving into single-seater racing at the age of 19 by buying a 1986 Reynard Formula Ford 1600, along with future F1 driver J.J. Leto. The big step up into single-seater racing did not faze him, however, as he went on to win titles in the Finnish, Swedish, and Nordic Formula Ford championships. By the end of the 1988 season,
is that Ferrari?
Dragon Racing approached him to race for them in the British Formula 3 Championship.
So my guy was just winning. He's just winning. Anything he's doing, he's winning. Early on, his early career, man, my guy's a winner. Shout out to my guy Hakkinen.
Accepted. However, it turned out to be a season to forget.
Oh, Jesus
as he finished
Christ.
7th in the championship.
Jesus.
His luck would change, however, as he was offered a seat by a more competitive West Surrey racing team. He then resumed his winning ways by winning the 1990 championship, taking 9 races out of 16. This was also the year when he met the talented Michael Schumacher at the Macau GP later in the season.
Look how young they look, especially Michael.
Hakkinen won the first heat, however the second proved to be the beginning of the Hakkinen-Schumacher rivalry, as they tussled for the lead several seconds ahead of any other driver. Schumacher went on to win the race after Hakkinen lost control and slammed into the wall. Although Schumacher came on top in Macau, Hakkinen was certainly not finished with him.
Wow, that sucks.
Hakkinen got his call up to F1 for the 1991 season from Lotus.
Okay, so I do have a quick question regarding this. So I know, like, the younger karts, you know, there's many team stuff like that. And we know in F1, they have to repair cars, stuff like that. You know, karts, if they crash and stuff like that. I wonder, back then, especially for not back then, but for the non F1, like stuff like the competition Hakkinen is in now, like when they crash, like do they have extra cars? Like I would hope so. Like I hope they have 2 or 3 backups. But you still got a teammate. Oh, did they just repair it?
8th in the 1990 season the year before. In his rookie season, he managed to achieve an admirable 5th place at the San Marino Grand Prix in just his 3rd race. However, a poor and unreliable car meant the rest of the season was nothing to write home about.
Is this still F1?
He finished the 1991 season in 16th place.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He continued at Lotus for the 1992
We are
season,
in F1.
and he managed to improve by claiming 6 points finishes. He finished the season in 8th place.
Okay, it's an improvement.
However, Hakkinen was not happy about the unreliability, and a contract dispute ensued between him and Lotus. He approached McLaren for a drive in the 1993 season. To his luck, the Formula One Contract Recognition Board approved. Hakkinen originally joined the team as a race driver, however was demoted to test driver to give way to Michael Andretti. Andretti left Formula One with 3 races to go, and thus gave way to Hakkinen to become driver.
So he took over from Orange.
Partnered against 3-time champion Ayrton Senna, Hakkinen was immediately quick.
Wait, him and Senna on the same team.
3 races to go, and thus gave way to Hakkinen to become driver. Partnered against 3-time champion Ayrton Senna, Hakkinen was immediately quick, out-qualifying Senna in his first ever qualifying for the team. He then achieved his first podium at the Japanese Grand Prix
Senna,
1
Prost,
race later.
Mika
Having
Hakkinen.
impressed in his short stint, McLaren decided to retain Hakkinen for the 1994 season alongside Martin Brundle. 1994 proved a successful season for Hakkinen, claiming 6 podiums and 4th in the championship, ahead of his experienced teammate Brundle.
So he's starting to get better and better.
For 1995, Nigel Mansell joined
My boy
the team
Nigel.
alongside Hakkinen. However, it proved a difficult year with 9 retirements, finishing 7th in the championship.
95 Aussie Grand Prix.
At the Australian Grand Prix in Adelaide, Hakkinen was involved in a near-fatal crash where he suffered a tyre failure and crashed into Brewery Corner barrier at 120 miles an hour, causing a skull fracture. And
oh my freaking God. Okay, I don't want to pause it on... He looks dead.
What he had to say about his near-fatal accident.
Jesus Christ. The more I watch F1, the more I read about F1, the more we watch F1 as a community, man. These guys put their lives on the line every day. Going back to Grosjean at Bahrain, Pierre Gasly in Japan this past season. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Now we got Mika Hakkinen and Aussie Land. Jesus.
But that really I think helped me to appreciate the life. It helped me to slow down. And I, afterwards, what I've been thinking about it, it felt like before my accident, I was always running flat out, without really didn't know how to walk.
Wait,
So,
Pierre Gasly was at Japan, I think. His almost near accident. I think it was at Japan this
Moving
past
into
summer.
the
This past
1997
season.
season, the McLaren began to show some promising pace with the new Mercedes engines.
Okay.
This resulted in Hakkinen taking his first ever win at Jerez.
Let's
by
go.
overtaking the limping Jacques Villeneuve to take the checkered flag.
Jacques Villeneuve.
This win was long awaited, having driven in 109 races and having been in Formula One for 6 years.
Hey, it
In
happens.
1998,
Look at George
Adrian
Russell.
Newey joined the team.
But he was a
with
Williams,
pivotal
though.
for McLaren and Hakkinen. Hakkinen took 8 out of 16 wins that season to storm to the championship ahead of Schumacher by 14 points. The championship fight had been close, with Schumacher and Ferrari showcasing strategic mastery at the Hungarian Grand Prix. However, Schumacher experienced unreliability towards the tail end of the season, allowing Hakkinen to win the championship. This was the first championship for a Finn since Keke Rosberg in 1982.
Wait, Nico Rosberg, that was a fan? I thought bro was German. Or unless that was another Rosberg. But I could have sworn I thought bro was German. Hey, my boy Senna. Shout out to my boy. No, actually, that's not Senna. I'm sorry about that. It's Alan Prost. I think that is Nicky Lauda. Rest in peace.
Hakkinen arrived in 1999 much more positive, stating, "I have gained confidence and experience and am much more relaxed. With this title, I no longer have to tell myself every morning I can win to put pressure on myself." He won his second consecutive championship thanks to Schumacher crashing at the British Grand Prix and breaking his leg, causing him to miss 7 races.
Jesus Christ.
However, it could be said that Hakkinen was surprised to see Schumacher's teammate Eddie Irvine put up a considerable fight. Nevertheless, Hakkinen retained the
We need to check him out. Eddie Irvine, David Coulthard.
the Northern Irishman. From 2000 onwards, the Ferrari seemed too fast to compete with, and Hakkinen won only 4 races. Much to Hakkinen's dismay, this was the beginning of a new era for Schumacher and Ferrari. 2001 proved much more difficult, with 9 retirements and only 2 wins. He finished the season 5th and 86 points behind world champion Schumacher.
Jesus.
Hakkinen decided he had fallen out of love with Formula One somewhat, and decided to take a sabbatical year out in 2002.
Look at them shades,
more time
boy.
with his family. However, midway through his year out, at the relatively young age of 33, he announced his retirement.
Dang.
From 2002 onwards, he aided McLaren and acted as
Hey,
an
Kimmy.
ambassador for the team, and later took part in the McLaren tests in 2006. However, he would never return to a Formula One car from that point on. Mika Hakkinen ranks among the greatest and will forever be instilled in the Formula One Hall of Fame. Away from the racetrack, he was known as extremely charismatic and larger than life, and his rivalry with Michael Schumacher will forever be the stuff of legends. He ranks 16 on the all-time race winners list. However, it could be said if he hadn't retired somewhat from
Probably have a lot more.
he would be even higher.
That was. I like that. Going back to his younger days, winning, having a great early junior career in F1. I'm sorry, just in karting, and then getting the F1. Then it started off great. And, there's some, I think, the 16th and the 8th. All up to 98, 99. Back-to-back world championships, which is not easy to do. Even though we've seen Schumacher do it, Seb do it, Lewis Hamilton do it. Still, man, only 10 years in the game is really short if you really think about it. 10 years seems like a long time to be doing one thing, but Jesus, man, boy, Mika. Where would you guys rank Mika Hakkinen in terms of the greatest F1 drivers of all time? Is he in your top 10? You guys let me know in the comments down below. My guy. Hope Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to like the video and sub as well. As always, stay safe, stay amazing. Love you guys and girls. Peace.